Tonight, the story that began on the pitch has moved into the halls of power. Real Madrid are no longer just fuming inside the dressing room, they are preparing paperwork that could land on FIFA desk. In the latest match, the flashpoint was unmistakable. Dean Huijsen shown a red card in a sequence that left viewers and club officials baffled, and Kylian Mbappé seeing a goal ruled out yet again. Real Madrid TVs, visibly furious on air, described the decisions as an embarrassment and confirmed the club is compiling a dossier that reaches back beyond this single game, cataloguing what they say are a string of damaging errors dating to last season and into the opening match days of this campaign. What makes this different from the usual post-match protest is scale and intent. This isn't a tweet of anger or a manager's heated press conference, it's a formalized attempt to force accountability. To show patterns, not just moments. The club's grievance centres on several recurring themes. First, the red card for Huijsen, dismissed as the last man while teammates remained nearby, and the context suggested a different interpretation. And the fact that VAR did not intervene to summon the referee for a closer look. Second, the repeated sight of goals for Madrid being disallowed, most notably the decision to rule out a goal for Mbappé and an earlier disallowed strike for Arda Güler, moments that collectively cost momentum and, in Madrid's view, points. From the club's perspective, these incidents add up to more than human error. They point to inconsistent application of the rules, a VAR protocol that's failing to catch or correct match-changing calls, and a pattern that undermines sporting fairness. If Real Madrid files an official complaint, the immediate questions are procedural and profound. Will FIFA open an inquiry? What evidence does Madrid offer? Video clips, timelines, examples across multiple match days? And how will investigators weigh repeated human decisions against the complex thresholds VAR must respect? There's also an institutional angle. La Liga and its refereeing body will be placed under scrutiny, and even if the outcome is a recommendation to refine VAR workflows, the reputational hit is real. Clubs signalling they will escalate to governing bodies shifts the debate from individual errors to system design. And that's why supporters and pundits are watching closely. For fans, the story is visceral. Supporters of Los Blancos see a club fighting a structural injustice. Rival fans might see overreaction or a power play. Neutral observers worry about message and precedent. If top clubs routinely carry official dossiers to FIFA, how will referees operate under the pressure of potential investigations? The consequences could ripple across Spanish football. Changes to who reviews VAR interventions, clearer protocols about when VAR must call on the on-field referee, or even a transparent public log of contentious decisions to restore trust. There's also the calendar reality. If this dossier cites errors from last season, Madrid are arguing that the problem is persistent, not coincidental, and that it has tangible effects on league standings and European positioning. That elevates the dispute into a governance issue rather than a momentary complaint. Behind the headlines, the human element remains central. Players who believe they've been wronged play with different urgency. Coaches manage teams while knowing an important decision might be overturned or ignored. Referees face the impossible job of split-second judgment amplified by replay and national scrutiny. Real Madrid's move forces a broader conversation about technology, competence, and transparency in modern football. The club has signalled it wants answers, not just apologies. Whether FIFA responds with an independent review, recommended procedural changes, or simply a statement remains to be seen. But one certainty is that the game no longer ends at the final whistle for those who feel the rules were applied unevenly. This is now a political and procedural battle as much as a sporting argument, and its outcome could reshape how matches are officiated in Spain. For viewers tonight, the takeaway is simple. What began as a red card and a disallowed goal may become a turning point for La Liga's officiating model, a moment where grievances translate into institutional pressure, where fans demand clarity, and where a club willing to take its case to the highest levels may force change. Expect headlines, expect debate, and above all expect scrutiny, because in the weeks ahead the referees, VAR, and the governing bodies will all be under the spotlight, and the future of how Spanish football is judged could be on trial.